What up, Slick? Slick. Bring your ass up in here, Slick. Bring your ass up in here, Slick. I'm trying to get rid of this background though, y'all. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Man. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do about my background, man. Man, hold up. Hold up. Man. I forgot how to have a normal background, man. My bad. What's up, y'all? I just woke up, man. I fell asleep. That's why I'm late. What up, y'all? What about them picks, though? Two more winners today. Loser on a parlay by Seattle Seahawks. Loser on a teaser because of the Chargers. Both straight bets won. Still undefeated on straight bets, man. Y'all couldn't have lost no money today. Hopefully you bet big on them straight bets. Straight bets should always cover the parlay. But what up, what up, what up, Southside? What's going on, man? What's up with y'all, man? Dallas Cowboys blew them boys out, didn't they? Cold blowout tonight. Downstate, what's up, man? 17th on the like button. Cowboys ain't kidding around. Slick, what up, man? Goob owe you some push-ups again? Well, man, if y'all don't stop it. Goob, you come up in here losing, man. Y'all heard any of King Real's new stuff, man? King Real he trying to corner the market. King Real, where you at, man? What's up with them Raiders? Raiders came through today, huh? Raider Nation in the building. Shout out to Big Kev. Shout out to Slick, man, and Jank, them Raider fans, man. What up? Who won and who lost? I don't know, man, but y'all got to step up in that breadwinner spot, man. Y'all got to get this bread, man. Appreciate the picks. I won a two team $600. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. From Rams and the Cowboys. Woo, that's what I'm talking about. Good looking out, T. Collins. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all sleeping on my picks, man. Y'all sleeping on getting this money. Y'all better get with the program, man, and start getting this money, man. The more money you guys make, the more tips I'm gonna get. So go on, make this money, man. I ain't lost not one straight bet yet. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all ain't been getting nothing but winners from me, man. Y'all gotta step your game up, dog. You know what I'm saying? Step your game up and get some of these picks, man. The Black Hole Raider gang, yeah, I heard that, Slick. I know your wife ain't too happy about football today, huh? Matter of fact, I need to call and check on Rockhead, man. I didn't check on Rockhead today. I fell asleep. Y'all need to mess with crypto. Well, you could bet crypto too, but when I'm giving out, crypto ain't paying as much as what I've been giving out, bro. You feel me? You talking about they better mess with crypto. They better mess with Kevmac picks, man, while you bullshit. No joke, man. Real talk. I ain't no joke, man. We undefeated, man. I ain't gave up no losers yet, man. You can find all these professionals charging hundreds and thousands of dollars of picks. Not too many of them going undefeated in the last few days, man. Keep it real. Just be honest, man. OG Steve, what up? What up? What up, OG Steve in the building? What's up, man? Who gonna come on with me tonight, man? Y'all know I need somebody to come co-host for me tonight, man. So it won't be so boring. Who want to come in here and talk some jazz tonight?
So I wanted to be a master burglar. I wanted to be like them dudes. I wanted to be able to.
What? That can't be on, right? Slick, what's up, man? T. Collins, good looking out. Rams, Cowboys covered. Absolutely, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. You know, there ain't no joke up in here, man. You got to let them know, man. I ain't been giving up nothing but winners on them straight bets, man. You got to let them know, man. Rams minus 3.5, Cowboys minus 10.5. Those are your KMB locks of the day, man. Come on, guys. Cowgirls played Washington. They gave up 200 yards rushing last week. That ain't got nothing to do with not getting no money. That's all I'm saying. You know, we can act like we know everything. We can act like it's no big deal. We can act like crypto's popping, but don't act like KevMac picks ain't popping, man. We talking about getting some real money, man, and real casinos, real sports books, man. Real talk, man. Or just bet your friend. Get the picks and stop betting your friend. Bet your stepdaddy. Bet somebody. Uh-oh. I repeat. Don't put Goob on. You know what, man? I got a message today that said it's something about Goob and Rockhead. Always on KMB, man. Goob says send the link. Oh, shit. Goob's finna go crazy on y'all. Oh, yeah, Goob's team lost, but I bet Goob didn't lose today, though. I'm trying to tell you, Ike Dola, I'm not bullshitting, no. You know, Q's told me to brag, man. Q's told me as long as I'm giving out winners, man, go on and brag about it. So that's what I'm doing, man. I'm bragging about it.
So I wanted to be a master burglar. I wanted to be like them dudes. I wanted to be able to get up in a house and empty that motherfucker and take everything of value out that motherfucker. It's like I was always trying.
Man, did y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all could hear that. Let's see if my Bluetooth is on, man. Could y'all hear that? S-Bone Too Young, Rockhead a Legend. Okay. Is that what y'all saying? I don't know if y'all can hear King Real, though. Go. Where you want the link at, Go? T. Collins, appreciate the betting site. Absolutely. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, man. I really do, for real. That's going to encourage me to keep giving out winners, man. For real talk, man. I'm trying to make $1 million this year, man. I'm trying to make $1 million this year on YouTube, man. Let's make it happen. What's up, Kev Mac, fellow maniac and Mac heads? Don't forget the breadwinners, man. You could be a Mac head and a maniac, but you really want to be a breadwinner, man. Skunk doggy dog. Skunk, you win today? You know I gave out them winners, Skunk dog. Sorry about the money line parlay and the teaser, man. Damn Seahawks and them Chargers. But you know them Rams and them Cowboys came through on the straight bets, man. How much you win, Skunk dog? You mind sharing with the Mac heads and maniacs how much money you won today? All right, I'm gonna put it. Oh, you broke even. My bad. Let me ask you: did you bet on the straight bets the same amount that you bet on the parlay? Because that's the ideal thing to do. That way you cover your parlays. But the straight bets, if you parlay them, or like I said, do either the money line or the teaser, then you come out ahead. So breaking even, can't complain about that, but I wish you would have won, bro. Sorry. Sleepy Rivera, new YouTube member. Appreciate it, bro. We got a new subscriber today. Kev Mac and the Breadwinners got a nice ring to it. Ain't no question, man. I'm telling you, the Breadwinners is a step above, man. Stepping into 2022, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Got to be a breadwinner, man, to enjoy it, man. Get some money together. The fake Rams beat the Vikings. They can be fake all they want. That money ain't fake though. So y'all sure got a lot to say when y'all don't pick up no money, right? I won a dinner from Rockhead. You sure did, bro. You absolutely did. But remember, Rockhead ain't going out with you unless y'all doing a double date, man. You, Kenya, Rockhead, and your wife. Now, I would have just told Rockhead, man, go on with that book. But I understand. I understand, Slick. I bet. I bet less on a straight bet, more on a parlay. Skunk dog, don't ever do that, bro. Don't ever do that. But I ain't mad at you though. But don't do that. Straight bet should be higher than what you bet on the parlay. That way the straight bet covers your parlay. If you lose a straight bet and win the parlay is gonna cover the straight bets. You know, when I have time, I'll go more off into the details of how to bet and give you guys the whole game. Right now, y'all just getting the picks, but I'm gonna give y'all the whole game when I have time. That way, you try the worst case scenario, you want to break even. Worst case scenario. We don't want to take no L's. We want to win. We want to profit. That way you survive and you survive and you survive until you hit them parlays. Then you weigh up. But I give you the game, man. I don't want to give out too much game to these squares, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm late, but how about them Cowboys? You might be late to the chat room, but don't be late to the sports picks, bro. That's what this is all about, man. Get on in them sports picks, man. Get you some money. I hope you ate off them Cowboys or somebody owe you some push-ups. 2022 finna find a new girlfriend. Seattle Flea, you ain't the only one, my brother. 2022, I'm busting out with a little older woman. Can't do the young women no more. I got grandkids now, so got to go up in age. The sports page, there should be a button down there on your right. Should be a button somewhere over there. If not, you go to the main page using a computer or Android. Go to the main page and you should see a join button up there. Click on the join button, pay your membership fees, and join the club. You can become a member of the Breadwinners and get your money up. I'm gonna send you 500 so you can bet on me. Okay, Slick, if that's what you want to do, man. But I suggest you get a website and just sign up a membership, man, and get these picks, and you bet your own money and handle your own money, my brother. Easter deal. Easter deal. All right, all right, all right. That's a new one. I guess that's like what's up, right? Or what's the deal? Or what's up? What's the deal? Okay, all right, all right, all right. Woo. Kev Mac, gotcha. I'm learning. That's what's right. That's what's up, Kristen. Kev, the link. Okay, Goob, I got you, brother. I got you, man. I just didn't want to piss Slick off, but Slick don't care about pissing me off, so I'm not going to care about pissing Slick off. Mr. Goob, come on in, man. Let's hear what you got to say. How much you win on the horses today, bro? How much you win on them picks, though? How much you win from the sports picks? That's what I want to know, Goob. Check out brother Kev Max Cali Faces profile. Word up. Remember that? That sounds so weird when California dudes just be like, word up. Yo, what's up? Word up. Word up. I'm Audi 5,000. I'm Audi 6,000. You remember that shit? Crystal, what your man think if you always in here? Dang, you always in here. Not that I'm complaining. Wow, Dan A. I think Dan A wants some time with you, Crystal. He wants some self-time. Can he get a little quality time on the side, Crystal? Catch the replay in the morning. Tori, good looking out. Okay, my man said he's enjoying the married life. That's a good thing, man. Good thing, brother. Congratulations, man. We're not talking about no Lakers up in here, man. Like, that's the worst conversation going right now. Slick say he's signing off. He ain't sticking around for Mr. Goob. Boy, that show is cold, man. I gotta lose viewers because Mr. Goob, come on. Goob didn't even click on the link, Slick. And you leaving? As a lifelong Laker fan, I blame Vogel. He's why we lost McGee and Howard, gets no PT, rebounds and blocks, gave us the bubble championship. I'm not complaining about the bubble championship. I'll take it. Oh man, Slick, that's what's up, man. Congratulations. Sister Wise, what's going on, man? Polygamy? What you got going on, Slick, man? Don't tell me wifey and a pig, wifey and a cow, wifey and a horse, wifey and a goat. Come on, Slick. There go Mr. Goob. Cash out, Mr. Goob. This man signed on his cash out. What's up, Goob?
What up with you, kid? Shit,
Oh,
what's up with
nothing,
you?
nothing much,
Oh
man.
yeah. Oh, my bad. I put that for my channel when I put my
Oh,
cash
okay.
app up. Yeah,
Damn, man, I need to go on people's channel and
I want to be
put my
supporting that.
cash out. You
Yeah,
hear me?
I'm.
No,
Yeah,
I could
can you hear
change
me?
it for you.
Am my
I could
shit fucked
change it
up?
for you. I could change it for you. What you want me to change it to?
Just change it to Goob. You know what I mean? Goob Show, so people at least know that. But I don't need my cash app on your shit.
So how much you win today, Gold?
There you go.
Sleepy
Um,
Rivera, good looking out.
all my shit went on that
On what? On the
on the on
Steelers?
the on the Dallas and the Rams, on the Dallas and Rams. I effed up because I went opposite and went on my Steelers, but I won on the Rams and the straight parlay with
Cowboys.
the points. Dallas and the Rams.
Okay. Well, at least you won,
Yeah, I
man. I'm
said
giving out
Dallas,
good picks, man.
Dallas and the
So I'm
Rams.
glad for you, bro. Thank you, man. I'm glad
Yeah,
for you.
yeah, oh
I'm
yeah.
telling Yeah, see that membership, man. People sleeping on it. They don't really understand it. If you're not a gambler, though, don't even gamble. Don't even worry about it. But um, sometime through
Yeah.
2022, I'm gonna mess with you on them horses, though. But right now, man, I'm on a roll. I'm giving out all these straight bets that's winning, and like I say, I'm trying to make everybody win because it's more for me, man. I'm trying to get a million in 2022. Care what KB
Well,
being?
I
I don't
wanted to
know.
say because
Let me say this real quick, Goob. I spoke to
we got a
KB and his
delay.
wife the other day. They doing good. I'm gonna try to see them pretty soon. But go ahead, Goob.
No, mine was speaking on because I had spoke to Skunk Dog earlier and gave him horse and I was going to tell him that I hit on mine because I gave him the certain picks on it, but I told him to run around the numbers that I gave him. So all of my second horses beat the first horses that I gave him. In other words, so Skunk Dog, I show you the ticket. You know, for $12, I won $100, a 50% pick for. You know what I'm saying? But I had gave him the numbers
Congratulations.
out. The only one that actually won was the last one. Oh, do we have a delay or something, Kev? Because it
Yeah,
seemed like it to me.
you seem delayed. It could be me, but it seemed like you're a
Yeah.
little delayed. Um, from what I'm told, down at the right corner where you chat and where you see the dollar sign, there should be another button to join. That's what I'm told. I don't know how to give a link to that join button, so I can't give out no link. But I know people have joined from the live chat room.
Yeah, most of the time you go on your page and you see it on this blue page, you'll see the join and just like a person subscribes, it's right next to the subscribe button where you join at.
Mr. Good, what's good? What you had to give you a shout
Oh, what's
out,
up
bro.
with you, Brian Johnson? I
Big
appreciate it.
Ron Ron interview was dope, very informative. Good looking out, man. Well, Ron Ron should have 4 parts, so it should be about 3 more parts coming with Ron Ron. Plenty more pictures, more than likely, to spice it up a little bit.
that
Let's see, Skunk
is,
Dog, good.
I don't know if he was saying if Goob I got burnt out on race 11. What you mean you lost because you took that you singled that horse or something? Because I had the secondary horse. Skunk Dog, I'll send you my ticket, what it looks like, and what I placed on the second end of them. because I did give you none of the horses except the last race actually won. But you know what I mean. No, I was tripping off. Somebody in the chat, Kev said, "How was y'all holiday, Kev and AC Goob?" So I don't know if he was mixing up
Mm.
somebody else.
It's Ron Ron from the Connect is Ron Ron fam to connect to East Coast. Nah, no, it's just his brother just so happened to be from East Coast, but nah, that stuff came way before Ron Ron. Okay, they liking that Ron Ron interview. That's cool. I think the rest of the interview is pretty much the same, pretty much on the same level. So if you enjoy part one, I guess two, three, and four will be about the same. It may become a little more informative as far as his personal venture or what have you. Um, we'll just have to wait and see what you guys think about it.
You know what, Kev? You know what, Kev? When he
What's
was
that?
talking about going to Westchester,
Uh huh.
when he was talking about going to Westchester,
Uh
I,
huh.
I was supposed to go to St. Bernard's that's in Westchester. Uh, I think I told that story when I caught the bus trying to go talk to these females at St. Bernard's and had to go through Inglewood to get to it, to the school. I'm not sure how far Westchester High or whatever is to St. Bernard's.
I think it's on the same part of town. Offhand, can't remember where St. Bernard's is. I want to say like Inglewood. I'm not sure.
Wait, say it again.
I think St. Bernard's is located near Inglewood. You don't know?
It is. You got to go through Inglewood to get to St. Bernard's. St. Bernard's is in
Okay.
Westchester too.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But I'm trying to think what main street that is. Um, but it goes the same route as Slauson. It might be the next street above Slauson that goes all the way through.
I think Florence and Prairie. That's not St. Bernard's. By
It may
Centinela
be.
Hospital.
Whatever is like, yeah, I believe so, man. I just remember catching a bus through there and it was a straight shot to St. Bernard's through Inglewood because I think we had to pass
Oh no,
either
no, you
Inglewood
was right.
High
No, you
or
was right.
Morningside High.
No, you was right. It's in Playa del Rey. You're right. It's more about Westchester.
Okay.
I can't think of what that school is I'm thinking of over there. Kev or Goob, have you ever spent any time in Robertson Park? I don't even know
Oh,
where Robertson Park is, so I definitely haven't spent no time there.
I mean, yeah, I don't know where that's at either myself. But are they talking about? Was that what Baldwin Hills was called before, or was
No.
that the one in Crenshaw? No, Robinson Park. It should sound familiar. You have to
Oh, I
give me
mean,
the
I don't
area
know where
where
Robertson
it's
Park
at.
is. I don't know. They said it's near Hamilton High
Oh,
School.
Robinson Park is in. He said in Pasadena. So
Pasadena? Somebody said Hamilton High. I don't know. Somebody else said
right,
in
but this Michael P
Pasadena.
said.
Somebody else said West LA, home of the
Oh, I don't know.
Playboy.
See, and that's the park I'm thinking that they saying is by Baldwin Hills. So I don't know. I thought that's what the name of it was, but you say West
Mm,
LA.
yeah, I don't know,
But
brother.
anyway, you cleaned up today from yesterday. Got your
Me?
shit back.
Hell no, man. No, hell no.
Uh,
It is what it is, go. Home of the
yeah,
Playboys.
yeah, that's part of the game, man.
Yeah, I mean, Is it
Oh
in
yeah.
La Cienega Heights? They talking about two different parks.
That's what
I guess so.
yeah, see, Oceanic Heights is between Baldwin Hills and if I'm not mistaken, by the loss. I mean, between Baldwin Hills and like Smiley and Hauser over in that area. But I don't know. I thought Washington that was always Baldwin Hills, but I thought it was a different name.
Hmm. So a lot of people keep saying
Which
to interview Suge Knight's ex-wife, but what I want to know from you guys is what specifically do you want out of her? What specifically do you want me to question her about? Like just because me, I'm gonna just be like, where did you meet Suge Knight at, and what was that like, and when did y'all get married? When did you get divorced? And that's the end of the interview. Y'all got to tell me what you want out of it because I don't know what the hell I'm interviewing her for. Like, her name wasn't ever a name in my realm of society ever. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't know what the hell to ask her or what I'm focusing on. So if you want her on, you got to tell me where you want to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Give me some type of idea, some type of clue. What is it you want to know? Tell me what you want to know about her. I like the part where Ron Ron said his Marine dad showed him that hand game in the interview. Yeah, yeah. He had his whole family, Raymond's whole family supposed to have hands, and Ron Ron got hands. Ron Ron, see, I don't think Ron Ron mentions it in the interview, but Ron Ron and his partner they talked about came from the sandbox up. They got big names because they were still teenagers and they knocked some dudes out from other hoods, and that caught everybody's attention. Like these teenagers knocking grown men out, squabbling on the front line, like that was commendable back then. Nowadays you're not gonna see that. Nowadays everybody gonna pull out a burner, but yeah, they got down like that, and that's how they got their name. But it made sense once everybody found out that his father and his uncles was teaching him how to fight, and he come from that same bloodline Raymond Washington came from. Then it all made sense. I don't know that nobody's trying to dirty up Suge's name. I think they just want to hear from the wife. She is the most loved and trusted power player in Death Row before the fall. See that? I don't think that's dirtying up Suge's name, but I don't know. That's why I'm asking. What is it? Should I be at? So I should say, hey, you were the most loved at Death Row. Why was you most loved? Why was you most trusted? Okay, I got that part. Okay, that's a little help. That's still not no whole interview though. See,
I was
what
talking
is
to
your
my yeah, we got an echo. Uh, or the Go ahead, Kev. What'd you say?
No, I'm waiting on you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I say we got a delay here. Um, I had my homeboy been known for like 20 years as my wife's best friend, Omar Bradley Jr. I guess Omar Bradley and him is coming out with a movie about Pyrus and Compton. Um, I can't think of what the name of it is, but he's supposed to come on and talk about that. It's a totally different topic. Let me go, Kev. Let me go in, homie. Put the link back in the chat, and I'm gonna come
All right,
back in because for some reason I think we got a delay.
all right. I don't know any Tongans from Inglewood. That's just me. I don't know any, so I couldn't tell you nothing about that. Who's Big Ken? Big Ken, let you jump in. All right, Big Ken, I'm gonna let you jump in, man, while we wait on Goob to get his stuff together. OG Slick said we didn't approve of that movie. My man says, I'm tired of all the Death Row and Tupac stuff. Let that brother do his time. Okay, Mr. Goog's back. Mr. Ken took too long.
All right. Is it a little better?
It's a lot better.
Okay. Yeah, but my boy, uh, R. Bradley Jr. boy, he has a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing these stories for a long time, though. You know, uh, because his daddy had a lot of people that came around. You know, being the mayor of Compton and all that shit.
Hmm. Yeah, a lot of people in the gangs know Mr. Bradley. His name pops up when I talk to different dudes around Compton.
Yeah, yeah. Well, oh, Slick ad as much he was talking. Why he didn't come on? You got to go lay down, look at TV. Slick.
Slick said he got a
Somebody in
threesome
the
to
comments
attend.
asked me if I. Oh, uh, somebody's asking about a racetrack that I've been at. I've been the most, man. I was mad at that Hollywood Park tore down, but I guess that property made way more money with that stated. Well, they did make way more money with that system being built.
Hmm.
Who you think? Who you think got the best chance right now
To do what?
to get to the Super Bowl?
Probably Tampa Bay, probably, and shit, the Chiefs.
Yeah,
But
and that's I can say yeah, but not just
but
because
I,
they
I
whooped
could
on us the way they whooped on us.
but I could say this like I've been saying basically the whole year. I've been saying the Rams, the Cowboys, they have an outside shot. Those are two teams that aren't the best teams, but they play good on any given Sunday. Then, of course, I've been lobbying for this boy from the Packers for years, so they got a real good chance. In fact, if you go back, if you dig into the archives and you look at last season, before the season started last season, remember week one when everybody was saying the Packers was weak and I had to speak up for Aaron Rodgers. If you go back 2 years ago into the archives, you'll see who I said was probably going to come back and go to the Super Bowl this year after Brady go to the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers. So that was just like throwing something out there as a conspiracy theory to go ahead and let Brady win because he's the greatest, and then ushers in Aaron Rodgers. So I was saying basically they was gonna give Tampa Bay that Super Bowl last year, but right now it's really a toss up. But I think Tampa Bay is more seasoned than all the other teams in the NFC, and you don't want to see Mahomes when he get hot. So I think Kansas City has a real good chance. Patriots aren't playing that good right now. The Colts are they not for real, and I don't think there's no other dominant team in the AFC, not even the Bills or nobody like that. So I'm thinking KC and Tampa Bay, bro.
Yeah, I just need us to get in as a wild card. Just get in.
Yeah,
Shit,
that's what
we
Rockhead
still got
keep
a
telling me.
chance. All we got to do is, you know,
I think the
every time we
Raiders will
won the
beat y'all.
championship, we came as a wild card. Give what?
I think the Raiders will beat y'all though.
No, no. That's why I'm
I'm
gonna
not
get my
even being
bet back
funny,
on Slick if we ever meet again.
and I'm not even being funny, dude.
Yeah.
See, Fitzgerald said Cowboys,
Okay.
but the problem is you take a Cowboy fan as serious as you take a Clipper fan. You feel me? Cowboy fans think they're gonna win every year, just like Clipper fans. So you can't really take them serious. You could take this team more serious than you could take the fans, because the fans gonna always say Cowboys. They got diehard fans. They got fans that really believe in them, really get tricked, and really loyal to them. So they gonna always say Cowboys.
Yeah, just like Steelers gonna say Steelers.
And remember yesterday, Goob, or the last live where I was talking about, see, Clipper fans get emotional. They get upset when you talk about the Clippers. But nigga, show us some banners. Show, show us some some championships, bro. Like they can't even take it. And that's why I was saying us as Laker fans, Dodger fans, Patriot fans, man, we expect to win. So when we lose, man, it's all good. We ain't tripping. We get back. But sorry teams be like, they can't take it. You can't talk about their team. They get hurt. They take that shit to heart because they really
No,
know they cheering for losers and kind of make you think they might be losers. They're definitely okay with being a
Big
loser.
Ken that
It's Cowboy year every
Big
year,
Ken asked
Fitzgerald. Come
that
on, bro. Big
every
Ken,
year.
what?
It's all year. Yeah. No, I was just saying in the comments, somebody asked that same question we was asking once before. When did Barefoot Pookie put on shoes?
Well, we
That
asked
shit's just
Barefoot
funny
Pookie.
to me when they ask that question.
Kev, you a damn Raider fan. We blood in, blood out. Whatever, man. I got a number 60 jersey that's still hung up in the closet, man. You know, I'm waiting for the right day to pull it out. That shit probably brown around the collar and shit. You know how white stuff get old when you don't wear it, you don't pull it out the closet. You got to mention that Crimson Tide, Alabama, baby.
Hmm.
Man, y'all are not hitting on all
Who you
cylinders.
got
Y'all,
the
yeah, you got a delay, go.
all cylinders right now?
Dude, you are hitting on all cylinders against bum teams, bro. Don't fool yourself, man. Do not do that, Fitzgerald. That's why I say you guys have an outside chance, not an inside chance, but an outside chance. The Cowboys and the Rams have an outside chance. The Buccaneers and the Packers have an inside chance. I'm cheering for you, Big
See,
Ken. That's why I sent you a link to come on, but you didn't click on the link. And so I'm no longer cheering for you, my brother. Soak
hey,
it and wood out.
who you got for the Final Four?
Shit, I don't have no idea. It ain't been enough basketball for me to decide on that.
No, you know what? My bad. I was speaking on the college football. I wasn't saying the
Oh,
Final Four as far as basketball. My bad. I've said it wrong.
well,
Who you think gonna go to the championship?
I got Alabama, but I really believe Georgia's a real good team, man. I believe they're a good team. But Alabama, always, Alabama.
You know who gonna shake it up? I think
Well,
it's Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati gonna shake
Cincinnati,
that shit up.
what you
I
think
think they're
about
gonna shake
Michigan?
it. I don't think Michigan. The losses that they had and the wins that they had was barely. Michigan barely got their way in, which I won't put it past them. But they had some they should have lost. They happened to win. I put more on Cincinnati getting through it because if Cincinnati can go through, who they got the first game is then they gonna win it. I put it that way. If they
Fitzgerald,
win,
Fitzgerald said he bet you on that Alabama and Cincinnati game.
okay, that's it. Alabama places. We got a bet then, Fitzgerald. What you want to bet?
I'll say Alabama versus Georgia.
Yeah, most people think Alabama going, but it's a time for underrated school to win something, man.
He said
I
let
think it's due.
he said let's get 100 push-ups or $100. Got to be clear, Fitzgerald. Yeah, Cincinnati pulled out some close ones against weaker teams.
See, I was saying on Michigan side, but Cincinnati still went undefeated. So whoever they play, they still undefeated.
Right.
You
That's
know
a
what I'm
good
saying?
point. But shit,
You,
same
you
could
gotta
be.
beat you
Same
gotta
could
beat
be.
a
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. We keep bumping in. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the same can be said about Michigan, but how many teams did they lose? I mean, how many games did they lose? One or two?
I think it was two, if I'm not mistaken. I couldn't understand how they got in,
They
but they
11-1,
did.
go.
Oh, okay. My bad.
They
11
got
and 1.
in because they was winning convincingly and they was beating some good teams. I don't have a problem with them getting in. I'm really surprised that they win 11-1 though, and I'll be surprised if they win the championship.
It'll be a good one, but see, Cincinnati still has to go through who they play first. Is it Alabama? Wait, what is it? 1-3. I mean 1-4,
One
2-3,
against
right?
four, two against three.
And Cincinnati is what, 4 or 2?
Cincinnati's four.
Okay. So they playing Alabama's not 1. They playing Ohio then, right?
No, two against three would be Michigan versus Georgia.
Alabama's still number 1?
Absolutely, bro.
I didn't think they were number 1. Ah, man.
Why? Because they had two L's.
Yeah, they should, see, that's that BS. That's why I think Cincinnati they got to get knocked out, man. There's no way that they should even be. I have to look at the stat. I
But
can't believe they number 1, man.
but
Are
didn't
they?
didn't didn't
Well, Luke,
Alabama didn't Alabama beat Georgia though?
did they?
I'm
I
pretty
don't know.
I'm pretty sure they did. Georgia lost to Alabama, if I'm not mistaken, or was it to Michigan? Alabama, right?
Shit, we're gonna have to look at the
Or Michigan, one of them. Fitzgerald,
Fitzgerald.
no, he's a
He
real.
says,
You know, in
yeah, he a
Alabama,
real,
they
he a real
eating
Alabama.
they eating sleep football in Alabama, man. Fitzgerald, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alabama beat Georgia. That's what I thought.
Okay.
That's what got them back to being number one. Bama
But
won
see,
the SEC. Goob, how many packs of cigarettes you smoke a day?
one. Yeah, a good one, and maybe a quarter, a couple into a new pack. I have to go to the store and get before I go to sleep, so I can wake up in the morning and have my cigarette with coffee. Yeah.
Michigan beat Ohio State, so that's why Ohio State ain't in the top four.
Okay. So how is what you call them undefeated and lower than all of them though? Just because they're a non-conference team?
Because they was barely beating bums and they had a weaker strength of schedule.
Wow.
You know the
Think,
SEC, they always gonna have them high ranked. You know that.
right, right.
I was watching one game where they was talking about the reason why the SEC
Michael,
and go ahead.
no, I was just gonna go with somebody in the comments. Go ahead. You didn't mean shit. But I see we
No,
have a delay. My bad.
no, they were just saying that other conferences are recruiting from the West Coast now. They
Right.
didn't do that in the past, but now they are.
But you see, Dion came up with a hell of a one. You know what I'm saying? Getting dude that was second in the nation to come to a black college. You know what I'm saying? If more of them can do that, we can get some black colleges up in that Final Four. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's only gonna probably work for a few years. Black Warrior Spirit, I agree, bro. Just stick with the program. I agree. But I think, what was you saying, Gold?
I said Dion. They just recruited the number one running back in the nation. you know what I'm
Right,
saying, to go to a all black college. And I'm
right.
saying if they can get more of that instead of them number one going to like Alabama, Georgia, them SEC, maybe they can get them HBCUs up in that Final Four out
I,
of there, you know.
well, I don't think it's going to happen because I think a few things are going to happen. Number one, Deion Sanders' sons are fixing to go pro or find a new career. That's number one.
Right.
When his kids are gone, I think Deion will lose interest in that college. Number two, if Deion coaches good enough to even be considered for a championship, he'll probably get a pro job or a job at a bigger college for more money. You know, Deion's prime time, man. He gonna go where the money at and the most publicity.
Right.
So
Right.
if
Right.
that HBCU can't get games on prime time, he definitely would be looking for a bigger college or a professional team. There's a couple teams in the NFL looking for coaches right now, but it's too early for Dion. But trust me, and if he makes that program good for 3 or 4 years, they will be trying to get him to come to an NFL team or a bigger college. Secondly, I think as you have these Samoans or black kids coming from poor families or inner city ghettos, I think they won't consider going to HBCU when they start thinking about how much money they can make in 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
True that. Yeah.
And I'm just speaking from my point of view. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but this is what happens with them type of schools. You get a good coach, you turn the program around, they get a little bit of spotlight, maybe get a good player like a Steve McNair or somebody like that. Now you get
Mm-hmm.
national attention. The guy goes to the pro. You don't even hear about Alcorn State no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Randy Moss goes to Marshall. Not that it's a HBCU, but everybody's on Marshall. Randy Moss go to the league. Nobody cares about Marshall no more until they do a movie about We Are Marshall. Everybody pulling for
Right.
Marshall. Nobody talks about Marshall anymore. So I don't.
But
I
shoot,
think the same thing is going to happen with Deion Sanders, bro.
right. I hope it don't. I hope it's more that bring them out of the, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where you got a lot of talent in those schools. They just don't get the recognition. And Dion can be one that pushes that recognition for him. That's just my personal opinion. Um,
Fitzgerald makes a good point too. If Nick Saban starts showing off his rings and talk about the program and how many people have been drafted in the NFL and how much money they make
yeah.
and how well their success is on the pro level, come on, man.
hmm Right.
Anybody with a little bit of smarts is going to jump on that.
Well, that's the same thing. It's the same thing as no difference than having a basketball school and a football school. You know, a person ain't gonna go to Alabama for basketball if he's
Right.
good, no matter how many rings Nick Saban has. They gonna go to somewhere like Kentucky or you know what I'm saying, ones that got the championships on the same side as you're speaking, like Nick Saban. Who gonna go to a HBCU in basketball when they can go to somewhere like Kentucky or um, Arizona or places that have championships.
Look, remember when Cutes came on and Cutes was saying Brady's the GOAT and New England are fools and whoever, Belichick and Kraft messed up by letting Brady go. And I said, well, they had Leftwich, offensive coordinator. They got all these, they got Gronkowski and they got all these other players, right? Byron Leftwich is already up for a head coaching job, bro. See what I'm saying? So I believe in the future, and I think the future right now, they're going to start considering more black dudes because of the success black coaches have had in the NFL. We just seem like we can't get those Super Bowl championships like the Pittsburgh Steelers coach, or the Colts coach. But
Right.
man, we do good, man. A lot of these dudes start off as good defensive coordinators or good offensive coordinators, and they deserve to get a good job, man. They play in the NFL at a high level. But
Right.
so Florida, one of them teams in Florida's talking about hiring Leftwich.
Yeah, and see that's good, because that gives them that same opportunity every other coach. You know what I'm saying, to move from high school to college and then go up to the pros. You know what I'm
And
saying? Because
what they ought to do, and this ain't racist, this ain't hating on no particular group, but a lot of these old white coaches, man, they need to get the hell out the way, man, and usher in some of these younger minority coaches, man. Because
right.
the game has passed a lot of these old white coaches by. And that hell of a piss poor performance that Urban Meyer gave with the Jaguars, people need to
Hmm.
look at that and consider. Matter of fact, it's Jacksonville that's considering hiring Leftwich.
Yeah.
He played for them, so you gotta. I think owners need to start considering that, man. It's a whole new era, whole new generation, and the game is played different and it's called different now. So you got to get rid of them old dudes with their old style, man.
Right. See, that's one thing I like about the Steelers, man. We've only had three coaches. They don't just fire coaches if you have, they try to make sure this team is winnable. But if they don't win or something and get to the playoff, they just don't fire no coaches. You know what I'm saying? And when they hired, because they were one of the first ones to come out with that the Rooney Rule,
Yeah,
where every year they had to at least interview black coaches in the NFL.
yeah.
You know.
Pete Carroll is actually a good coach on the field. And now, if you've been following KevMacVideo live streams, you know I've been saying for a long time Pete Carroll's problem is he's a gambler. He's always gambled as a coach, and that he's not a good gambler. He's a piss poor gambler. He loses a lot when he gambles. And also, he's a player's coach, which is a good thing. But the bad thing about it is when the locker room was in disarray and everybody was hating on each other and mad at each other. He liked Russell Wilson so much that he took Russell Wilson's side and got rid of all the defensive players and wide receivers and all that and messed the team up. The team haven't been back to its winning ways. So in that aspect, Pete Carroll, he done lost it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't put too much stock in Russell Wilson. And to me, Russell Wilson is not the greatest quarterback, and they should have gave up on him a long time ago. But Pete Carroll gambles too much, and I feel the same way about the Rams coach. They gamble too much. They make a lot of bad decisions. So we lost that art in coaching as well. A lot of them older coaches, Pittsburgh's coaches still like that. If it's 4th and 2,
Yeah.
depending where you're at, go on and punt the ball, man. Be conservative sometimes. You have to have some conservatism about your game plan. You can't always just go. Look at the Lions, man. You see the Lions always going for it on 4th and 4. Like, what are y'all doing? You got Jared Goff as your quarterback, man. Punt the ball. You know what I'm saying? They've
Right.
been in. They've been in a few games. What they win? 2 games this year, maybe 3 games this year. But they've been in some games until they start going for it on 4th and 4 and 4th and 6, and then it's over with after that. That's why I say
To
the
me,
Lions organization is just a poor organization, man. They just go for anything. And I don't know how they still sell tickets, bro.
to
And,
me,
and,
hey,
and let me say this. That's the whole complete wrong attitude, News Stefan. That is the whole complete problem with the Lion organization. Because if the fans or even the rivals are going to say the Lions have nothing to lose, the Lions have nothing to lose. They have fans to lose. They have ticket sales to lose. They have games to lose. They have a reputation to lose. You done lost the greatest running back in football, Barry Sanders. You have a lot to lose. See,
hmm
that's the problem when people start talking about you have nothing to lose. You do have a lot to lose. You do. For the real football fan, you do have a lot to lose.
and effed off some of the greatest receivers that they got.
Yeah, they did.
Uh, you know what I'm saying? But
Megatron.
it seemed like to me that when they lost Sanders for that BS that they did with him, it's like they got a hex put on him. With a country boy that puts a type of hex on him because they ain't been the same since at all. You know what I'm saying?
Man, whatever it is, I feel like the Lions have had that we don't have nothing to lose attitude for too long. I'm gonna tell you a
Right.
baseball team that was like that. The Chicago Cubs was like that until they finally won a championship after like 100 years. Now
Mm-hmm.
they back to losing. They have all the good players. They didn't have good players my whole life, bro. For 50 years, they didn't have good players on that squad. But no player wants to stay because all the BS. And same with the pitchers. The Cubs had a lot of good pitchers over the years. But when your organization and your fans are so content with losing, you never try to win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dungy was a good coach. I don't think Dungy is the same no more after his son committed suicide.
Yeah. No, he could never. Yeah, that's a hard. That probably took a whole toll on him. So,
Cooper Cup is a good ass wide receiver, man.
yeah. To me, he reminded me of old boy that the Patriots used to have, or damn, what's his name?
Edelman or the other one,
Yeah,
Amendola or Edelman.
yeah, yeah. I think it was
Yeah,
Edelman.
yeah,
You
he's
know.
good. Cup is good. He's catching everything, and he be busting on brothers too, don't he? Oh yeah, they have Wes Welker too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, man, they had
Now,
a gang of them.
now this is funny. Noodles Capone said white receivers are coming up. We grew up on Steve Largent. You know, it was quite a few good white receivers back then. You even
Hmm.
had tight end Dave Casper was a tough tight end. But you had a lot of good white wide receivers. But check this out. Remember, like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I talked about a white quarterback that can run would be the future. They can bootleg and run the ball and be successful, right? And you know how many people in the comment section laugh? What did you see in football today? You see how many white quarterbacks ran for first downs and touchdowns today? You
Oh
know,
yeah,
people laugh at me like I'm a joke. They laugh like I just say anything. You know how we laugh at you about aliens
my
and space
UFOs.
and shit,
Yeah.
right? People laugh when I be talking about stuff like this, but I'm serious, man. The Bills quarterback was running today. The Jets quarterback was running today. Um, Quite a
Hmm.
few of them white quarterbacks was running, and I mean this week because they also played on Saturday. Aaron Rodgers, and it's like I don't see why people don't see that. Josh Allen, I don't see why people don't see that because you don't expect a white quarterback to run. So if you bootleg or you drop back and take off like your boy on Arizona does or your boy on the Philadelphia Eagles do, even Cross Wentz was running. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not expecting it. It's the unexpected. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
But I didn't understand. I kind of was offended when everybody laughed, so I changed the subject. I went to sleep like, man, they laughing at me about my philosophy about a white quarterback. So all this week I was saying, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this.
You should have brought this nigga Big Ken in because he got a little jokes up in these comments.
Listen, I
Niggas,
put the link up twice.
yeah,
He didn't
nigga
click
don't want
on
to
it.
come in.
He not coming on now.
He
Believe that.
just he
It's
just
been
want
an
to talk.
hour. It's been an hour. I'm not bringing dude on now. It's a
Yeah,
wrap.
'cause he got jokes up in the comment. I'm gonna have some of my maniac friends in there that got them wrenches. He keep talking, send his ass. Anyway, uh, look,
Wait,
well,
wait, wait, wait. Let me go ahead, go.
no, I was just gonna say something about Pittsburgh, man. What our problem is, like, we got ducked behind Roethlisberger, right? We did the same thing the last time we had a major quarterback, Terry Bradshaw. We had an option of picking up Dan Marino. We passed on him. All these quarterbacks that were coming out, the few that came out like last year, the year before, we didn't pick up anybody that can, as you say, a running one, a mobile quarterback or anything. We sticking with Roethlisberger. So we really can't be mad when we losing and he knows he's over his time.
Right.
Like what the fuck we go? I
But
can't really get mad. Like fuck, we're not getting a backup quarterback.
oh yeah, and I forgot Derek Carr ran today. But so this is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
L.A.
yeah,
Shaq, like he says, Wentz running because he's trash and can't throw. That just goes along with my point though. So Lamar Jackson, he's this great quarterback, right? He can throw, right? I mean, that's what you think. Okay, why he run so damn much? Baker Mayfield was another quarterback that was running. Okay, Terry Bridgewater, he's great, right? Terry Bridgewater, what has he
hmm
done? Then you got who else you got? Hurts. Hurts is running too. I mean, he's decent though. Don't get me wrong. I'm the one for the Eagles. He's decent, but same shit. The
right.
Bears
Who
quarterback, same shit. So what are you saying? You're just making my point for me. You know
who
what I'm
backed
saying?
up for who backed up for Seattle? Was it Seattle? What's
The
his
white
name?
boy. I
No,
don't
the
know his
brother
name. Oh, I don't know.
that backed up. He was running. He was doing the same thing, running. No,
Field.
for
Field.
New Orleans.
Yeah,
New
Fields is the
Orleans.
one for the Bears I was talking about. So
Okay,
again,
yeah,
so again, that's my point. You got these black quarterbacks. The boy on Arizona. How could I forget Murray? Everybody loved
right.
Murray. Remember, I said Murray will be good in 2 to 3 years, but y'all was telling me Murray was gonna be the shit rookie year, be the shit the next year. Now look, these black quarterbacks, man. I know y'all don't like to hear it. I know y'all think blacks are the greatest quarterbacks on earth, but look, man, these dudes can't throw, so they run. So when a white dude run, you say because he can't throw. That's the whole point. And that's why I'm saying a white quarterback that can run has so much more opportunity to make stuff happen because they're not expecting him to run. And that's why you guys were laughing because y'all don't expect a white boy to run either. But I'm telling you,
No,
if you can get you a running white quarterback, man, you to the good. Because these black quarterbacks that can run that y'all think are so good, Michael Vick and so forth, they not winning nothing. You
right.
got Doug Williams, who wasn't really running, and you got Mahomes, and then you got Russell Wilson. What other black quarterbacks won a Super Bowl? What are we at? Go Super Bowl 50, what, six?
Mm-hmm. And they ain't got one.
Yeah, I mean,
Somebody
I'm just them three is the only ones I could think of offhand that won a Super Bowl.
somebody was in the comments. They said something about Tyson Hill for New Orleans,
Yeah,
right?
right.
To me, Tyson Hill is like a Cordell Stewart, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
has all that fancy everything he can do, but he's not a pocket quarterback. And I understand what you're saying. You're saying a pocket quarterback that can run changes the game because you don't
yeah.
think that this motherfucker is
Yeah,
gonna run.
there you go.
You know
There
what I'm
you go.
saying?
Yeah,
So, but on the Tyson Hill aspect, you already expecting him to run
hmm,
because he can't stand in the pocket and actually throw.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So, yeah,
Warren Moon and Randall Cunningham didn't win championships, or So yeah,
right,
Joe Burrow ran a little bit. So yeah, you absolutely right, Goob. Thanks for putting that in perspective. A pocket quarterback that can run is a great thing and probably be the future because
right.
for the last what 12, 15 years we've been talking about the black quarterback's the future, the black quarterback's the future. The black quarterback ain't really changed.
Right.
Maybe Mahomes and Russell Wilson, maybe, but black quarterback ain't changed, man. All that running and throwing the ball in the ground when it count and losing a big game, that's just tiring for me. For me personally,
Yeah.
that's just embarrassing, man. Because you see a guy with talent like Lamar Jackson, and you think and hope he can win a championship, and then every time it's a big game, he's a bum.
Yeah.
He got
Because what he
so many terrible statistics. It's a shame.
right.
And now
Because
we
you know
see
what?
Murray. Murray now, I mean, they doing good, don't get me wrong, but we keep expecting him to win and he's losing winnable games. It's like, man, these are crash dummies out here.
Right. And see, that's the thing, because most of them, they not really thinking pass first. They thinking how I'm gonna run if I get the opportunity to run. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting like Lamar Jackson, yeah, he's good and he can run. He's basically a Michael Vick in a new generation, right? Michael Vick had a good career, but Michael Vick didn't have the pass presence. He had more of a run presence. You know what I'm saying? And then
Absolutely.
pass.
That's what I'm
So
saying. Yeah. And even like Cam Newton came in the league after leaving Auburn. He was great in college, by the way. But he was
right,
good as hell when he came to Carolina and everybody cheered for him. Like he was our superhero for a minute. Cam
right,
choked in all the big games. Cam ain't won no championship. You know,
right,
Deshaun Watson's good. Look what happens to him. We've had a lot of good black quarterbacks come in the league, which strengthens my point. But they don't win shit and they don't last long.
right.
I
And you
mean,
know the only one that won wasn't a running quarterback. You know what I'm
Doug,
saying?
who?
Doug Williams really didn't run
No, he
a whole
didn't.
bunch. He stayed in that pocket,
Yeah, because
got his
they made him stay in the pocket. But yes, absolutely, he had a strong arm though. He was like
right.
Warren Moon was the next Doug Williams. Unfortunately, they lost
Yeah,
that game to the Bills in that big comeback, and it hurt them.
right,
Moon never got the career that Doug had because remember he went to the Canadian League first
yeah,
anyway.
yeah, right,
He made his name after leaving Washington. He went to Canada and made a name for himself. Then came to the league, so he had already missed years in the
right,
NFL off the top.
right,
But when he had his chance, Frank Wright and them came back and whooped him. I
right.
lost money on that game. That's the only reason why I remember it so well.
You know what people don't fail to realize? It was a black quarterback that actually took Pittsburgh to their first Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Bradshaw
yeah,
got
that Bradshaw
Bradshaw.
got in.
He got hurt, and he took them all the way to the playoffs and to the Super Bowl, and then they took him out and put Bradshaw in.
I
You
bet
know
you
what I'm
don't
saying?
remember his name.
Putnam.
Jefferson Street Joe?
Nope.
No.
Uh-uh. It's
What was his
Putnam.
name?
It's Putnam. Hold on. I got the article. Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold
get
on.
the article.
Hold on.
You a Steelers fan. You better have it right.
It don't take me long. I ain't got to search too far, but I'm gonna show you the Gilliam. My
Yeah,
bad.
Joe Gilliam, nigga. Jefferson Street Joe.
There we go.
Now read the article.
Article right there.
That's Jefferson
I had
Street Joe.
I had to write the wrong name, my brother.
Goob,
But what you
you a
want me?
Steelers fan, man. You should know the nickname. Jefferson Street
What
Joe, brother.
what do you want me to read?
I want you to find Jefferson Street Joe up in there or something. Joe
All
Gilliam.
right. Let's see.
Because that's his
Joe,
nickname.
who was one of the first African American quarterbacks to start an NFL game, but fell into drug addiction. I ain't gonna go through all that. Gilliam, who was in desperate straits, we're gonna go past all that. Earlier this year, he started a football camp for boys in alma mater. We're gonna go past that. Oh, see, this article don't want to talk about nothing but his goddamn
All right,
drug
don't
problem.
worry about it. But that's
This
him.
is bullshit.
That's
Yeah,
Jefferson
yeah.
Street
I
Joe.
couldn't get the name right, but
It's all
I
good.
I keep this article, man, because he was the first black quarterback, and it says that they went through the playoffs with him, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
when
that's
they
how
got to the Super
Bradshaw got
Bowl.
in.
Yeah.
My father put me up on Jefferson Street Joe. That's the only reason why I know about it.
Okay.
And
But
then,
hey,
yeah,
you got to look at my book, man. This right here. This has got all my cards on me.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah,
a card fanatic. All
okay,
these is, you know what I'm saying? Just nothing but playing cards, man. These are the best ones. Like
yeah.
I got a whole collection of Jordan. I got Kobe. I got Kobe in his second year before he got his shoe deal. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I got a few pic. I got a couple pictures of Kobe. before he played his first game in the NBA, a 6x9. Let
Hmm.
me show. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, there is a short leash on black quarterbacks. However, Russell Wilson is an exception. They
This one right here.
sticking with Russ. Okay, I see it. I see it go.
You see, that's when he got his contract
Yeah.
before, before, and then this one is his rookie before he even had his shoe deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As you can see, what shoes he had on, I think there was Adidas
Mm-hmm.
before he got his little shoe deal. But
I think the
let me
problem
cut
with
my
Aaron Rodgers is going to be Rodgers is not going to play too much longer. If that's a big if we see Rodgers play for multiple years, it's because he's chasing Tom Brady. He wants to be the next best thing to Brady. Otherwise, Rodgers probably got 2 years left in him. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's playing good. He's playing great. He's a great quarterback. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I think mentally he's tired. I think his body's tired. I think what he's doing this year, he's giving all of his body to the game. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure he wants to play another year, but I give him 2 more years. I think it's over for Aaron Rodgers, man. He's been a great quarterback. He's gonna go to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
But I think he probably wants to, if I could get in his head for a minute, he probably wants to get out of Green Bay, go somewhere else and win a Super Bowl like Brady did. And then he'll be comfortable in his own skin, comfortable with his career and retire.
I see it being a major retirement party this year with a bunch of quarterbacks. I think it's going to be um, well, definitely Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. I think what you call him for Green Bay, as you just talking about. I think he gonna retire.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, and there was somebody else I was gonna say. McNabb doesn't get enough respect.
Let me ask you,
Shit.
Trey Matthews, what's your affiliation with Syracuse or the Philadelphia Eagles? Are you from Philly? I'm just wondering because the thing about McNabb, bro, McNabb was probably one of the biggest chokers to ever play in the NFL in our era. And the reason why I say that, if you remember, I don't have the best memory, but if you remember whenever the playoffs came or the big game trying to get to the Super Bowl came, he would be throwing up. He would be so nervous he couldn't do nothing but throw up. You remember that? I never seen no player like that. Could you imagine him, Goob, on the corner of 83rd Normandy and some enemies come through?
And you
Boy,
get to throwing up.
man, he's a dead man. You know what I'm saying? But that dude
Mhm.
will come to the game throwing up. The game will start. He'd be on the sideline throwing up. And man, that's pathetic, man. That's not the greatest black quarterback ever. That's disrespectful to a lot, and to the brother that said he doesn't get enough credit or respect. That's why. But I'm gonna tell you what else. I'm gonna tell you my thing about McNabb. This is just personal. It's not for Goob. It's not for the people in the chat room. My personal problem with McNabb is the fact that when there was a big game and you blitz him, he's throwing the ball in the dirt. That's why I keep saying that the black quarterbacks throw the ball in the dirt. It's become cliche at this point because it happens so much. Even the boy on Murray does it. Murray on Arizona, good quarterback, strong arm with speed. He throws the ball in the dirt sometimes. And they do that. I don't know why they do it, but they do it. You don't see white quarterbacks doing that too often. You'll see Aaron Rodgers do it, but it's done intentionally. You know, but
Right.
but them dudes, man. My boy Randall Cunningham, I love Randall Cunningham. He was great. Randall didn't do that, but Randall made bad decisions on when to run and when to throw the ball because there was so much pressure for him to be a pocket quarterback. Air McNair used to do the same thing. It just, I can't take it, man. If you don't have no
Right.
money on these games, you have no idea what these players suck at. But when you got money on the game and you see that stuff stands out to you. But a player that wins during the regular season, that's good. That's great. I love you. Thank you. You make the game interesting. You give us somebody to cheer for. But when that big game comes, now you messing with gamblers, man. You messing with gamblers and you messing with the rich people that want to buy them seats down close to the field or in the skybox. It gets a little different. It gets a lot tricky. You don't want to pay that big money. You don't want to bet on dudes that's throwing the ball in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? You can't complete a pass, can't make the ball reach the line of scrimmage on a big play. You feel me? That's enough of me venting, but seriously, man, this is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a real thing that these black quarterbacks choke in the playoffs a lot. Man,
They had to.
Randall, see what I liked about Randall, if you remember Randall Cunningham, he had them long legs. Randall would jump over people. Randall will run down the field and take a hit. These quarterbacks like Mahomes, and I'm not dissing Mahomes, but you got these quarterbacks now, man. They want to run out of bounds. It's safe so you don't get hurt. It's safe so you don't fumble. But it's like boxing. How people say Floyd just run around the ring. How Floyd's a technician. He don't make the fight exciting. That's how white, or not white, but that's how some of these quarterbacks are in the NFL. I like Randall. Randall would be compared to a guy in the ring is slugging, standing toe to toe in the middle of the ring. Randall
Which one?
Cunningham wasn't scared to take no hit. Randall Cunningham was a beast. That's what I loved about Randall. Plus, he had an arm. He had a he had a really strong arm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love Randall. Well, Randall got hurt because he was tall. He was tall and he didn't have a lot of weight on him. That's why Randall got hurt. Look at your boy RG3. RG3 got hurt going toward the sideline, but shouldn't have been in the game. Uh, so
Yeah.
but again, and then like even like my comeback to be when you say Randall got hurt. Well, my comeback is there's a lot of good fighters that lost fights because they went toe to toe. They stood in the middle of the ring. So, like I said, Randall was more exciting, and that's why I love him. I'm not saying that made him better or anything like that. I love Randall. He was very fun to watch. And if you played Madden 92, you know damn well Randall Cunningham was the shit.
Who you think was the best? Who you think it was the best? Who would you consider the best black quarterback you've seen?
Well, I think times have changed because I would always refer to Doug Williams and Warren Moon, but
Right.
considering nowadays, I mean, shit, you almost got to put Mahomes up there. That
Right.
boy be beasting, man. Even in a bad game, he wins games. You know what I'm saying? Even in a
Yeah.
bad season, they still in position to go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
You feel me? And that boy, I don't like him. Don't get me wrong, but that boy been playing without receivers, without running backs. It's him. It's him. It's the quarterback, man. It's the quarterback. So you got to put Mahomes up there. Vic was
Right.
very lovely to see because Vic was iced out the game like Deion Sanders. Vic
Right.
come with
Right.
the Vic come with the shaded shield and all that. But Vic
Yeah.
wasn't shit, man. I pulled for Vic year after year after year after year. Michael Vick wasn't shit.
Right.
He was
But
exciting. He was exciting, but he wasn't shit.
yeah.
And
And see,
then
they
like
can't.
and then like my man say Andy Reid. Andy Reid coached Michael Vick too. Andy Reid coached Donovan McNabb as well. So it's not the coach. Trust me, it's not the coach. Because the Eagles had better teams than the Chiefs, my brother. It's the quarterback. It's Mahomes. He throw across his body. He gets miraculous passes. He puts the ball on the money. He can go deep. You know what I mean?
In
So
other words, he improvises very well. You know what I'm
very
saying?
well. Very,
Very
very
well.
well.
You know what I mean? So I couldn't put it past him. Like I say, because I'm biased and I have my own team aspirations, we need one that's going, a young uh, black quarterback that maybe they can mold into with our offense that we have now because we keep getting rid of too many people.
What up? What up, Big Devil? Big Devil, what up?
What
Yeah,
up with you?
Michael Vick went to prison in his prime. The problem with that was they railroaded Mike, man. His own family set him up.
Mm-hmm.
NFL, the authorities, the pet people, they all did dog Michael Vick, man. He got a bad rap, man. He got a really bad rap. That was messed up.
Right,
But
right.
even when he came back, I was still pulling for Vic, man. He just didn't have it, man. Bottom line, he was good, he was exciting, but he can't put him as a top black quarterback, man. That's disrespectful to the three black quarterbacks that have Super Bowl championships.
Right.
It's, di-
Exactly.
it's
Exactly.
disrespectful to the black quarterback that have all the passing records for black quarterback. So, I mean, you can't really.
Right.
I can't give Vic that, man. I'm sorry. I just can't do it.
It's like giving a who would you say is the all time receiver? Would you say if you could add, you got two? I say you got four receivers, so the top two. I won't limit it to one. Who would you say is the top two receivers?
Personally,
If
I
you
couldn't answer that because there's been so many good receivers to me. But
right,
in that conversation, you always have to have Jerry Rice in the conversation.
no doubt. Even though I hated 49ers, you can't put it past him.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you a couple receivers that I love, and he has to be in that conversation. Randy Moss.
Definitely, he changed the game. He changed at one point. He changed the game. I mean, he was taller than Jerry Rice with speed like Jerry Rice.
Yeah,
What's
he
up
has
with you,
speed
devil?
for sure.
What's up? What's up? Good. What up, Kev Mac?
What
Mac
up,
heads,
devil?
Mac.
What up, 49er fan?
Oh man, shit, it's rough right now. It's rough, man. We leaking. We need help. Well, I'm glad Minnesota lost, so it did us a favor. Rams did us a favor.
Hmm.
Don't feel like the
That,
Lone Ranger there,
that
Big
damn
Dev.
Jimmy G, man. Oh man, that Jimmy. Oh man, Jimmy G, Jimmy G. Uh, man,
Man, Jimmy G, man, he
I think I'm taking the Packers in Kansas City for the Super Bowl.
Packers in Kansas City.
Yeah, I think only because it's in LA, and you already know the Super Bowl is a storybook. Things like that. I think,
Right.
Super Bowl one rematch in LA, you know what I'm saying? What, 50 something years later, they're back at it again. Just like Tampa Bay last year with Brady winning it all. There's got to be a storybook behind it, you know?
I feel you. I
What
see what
brings
you're
the most,
saying.
right, what's going to bring the most money?
Right. Right.
Uh,
And that
I
would
wouldn't
bring it a
be
new
surprised I wouldn't be
addition.
surprised. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas sneak in there, though, because they looking good on defense and their offense they can score points. And their
Right.
defense is, it all depends on Dak. If Dak show up and they have a good game, I would put them past. It's gonna be good though to see.
You
You think
on
Big
mute,
Ben is
Kev.
gone? That's it for Big Ben, huh?
my thing is when you compare Randy Moss to Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens had better statistics, but we're talking about barely better,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And then see, a lot of people, they get mad when I say this. A lot of people don't want to believe it. If you're a Cowboy or you're a 49er fan, you don't want to believe this, or even an Eagle fan. But when Owens was with the 49ers before he became T.O., he was dropping passes. He was dropping touchdown passes.
Yeah.
So Moss wasn't like that. Moss was known
Yep.
for catching the ball with one hand and jumping over people catching passes. That's
Yeah.
why they have a
Right.
saying now called "You got mossed." They
Yeah.
don't have a saying called "You got TO'd." If they do, I don't know about it. And so here go, and let me just wrap this up about that. Here go the thing. They both played the same amount of years. They had about the same receptions, about the same yardage. Of course, it leans in T.O.'s favor, but I'm just saying barely. They both got inducted in the Hall of Fame in the same year, which means what? Which means Moss actually got elected to the Hall of Fame 2 years before T.O. So you could call it biasness, whatever you want to call it. They both was great players, and they both statistically are basically even. Um, but Moss made
Right.
more of an impact than me. To was To was lucky enough to play
Yeah.
on two great teams, Cowboys and 49ers.
But see, I would put
Yeah.
T.O. in the same
Yeah. It's Moss.
category as
Moss.
Ocho Cinco. You know what I'm saying? To me.
Nah. Nah. He's better than Ocho Cinco. Moss was more electrifying, and Moss was a bigger threat downfield
No, I'm not
and
saying
catching the ball.
I'm not s- I'm not saying Moss. I said T.O.
Oh, T.O.
and
Oh,
Ocho Cinco. Yeah, Ocho Cinco and
uh,
T.O. Neither one of them
Ocho.
compared to Moss because Moss had the speed and
I
Moss
would.
was
I
doing
would.
shit that wasn't.
I would probably compare T.O. to Chris Carter. But then again, Chris Carter was way better. Was a little bit better than that too. Ocho Cinco, yeah, that's yeah,
But see, they was in different eras though. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They was in totally different eras. In Chris Carter in them era, them DBs could do whatever they wanted to a wide receiver. You know,
right,
it changed the game coming into the 90s and 2000s of how
yeah,
much you could touch a receiver.
yeah. You're right. You could jam a receiver all the way down the field back then,
Yeah, you know what I
and
mean?
hit
They
him,
wouldn't give you
and
nothing.
hit him, and hit him while he's defenseless.
Yeah, yeah, with no problem.
Yeah,
And
look
get
what,
over and get over him and talk shit and walk
yeah.
away without getting a penalty.
Ronnie Lott was notorious for that. He was punishing motherfuckers coming across that middle.
Yeah.
Look. Let me say this, Dev. I know you're a 49er fan, so you probably got love for T.O. I met T.O. in person, so I mean, he's cool with me, you know what I'm saying? But here go my thing. And this is why I say a 49er fan, an Eagle fan, or a Cowboy fan will probably get mad. It just so happens that Fitzgerald's a Cowboy fan, so that's consistent with what I'm trying to tell you guys. They don't like to hear when I say T.O. used to drop passes when he was a 49er. He was with the 49ers first, right, Big Devil?
Right. Yeah. That's
Did
why that
T.O.
came.
did T.O. get a Rookie of the Year award?
Hell nah.
That's my point. Randy Moss did.
Yeah.
That's my point. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? T.O. didn't start off as T.O. He became T.O.
Right.
Randy Moss came in up under Chris Carter and what was the quarterback for the Vikings, the Black Culpepper.
Culpepper.
And
Yeah.
they wasn't getting along. Chris Carter is trying to mentor this dude because he had such an attitude, but knew he had this great physical skill. That's why Chris Carter prolonged his career because he wanted to play with the brother and be with the brother. Who stayed to play with T.O.? I'm just asking. Did anybody
Nobody.
prolong their career
Nobody.
to play with him? You see what I'm
Oh no.
saying? So it's no disrespect to T.O. The fact is, Randy Moss is Rookie of the Year. Tell me I'm lying. Say nope now. You feel me? I'm just
That's
saying T.O. was dropping passes when he first came in the league. That's all I'm saying. The,
look.
the,
That
the numbers are the same. I mean, T.O.'s numbers are a little better in every category, but who had more touchdowns?
yeah.
Randy
But he
Moss.
played, and he played for three different teams, three
Yeah,
different quarterbacks, three different systems. So of course it's gonna be a little bit better. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Moss only played for two teams, right?
Right.
But that's why that catch that T.O. made against Green Bay. That's why that catch was so important. He was crying because he was dropping passes all that year. But he caught the one that meant the most. That's why he was in tears because he actually caught the ball.
Right. In the NFC championship or
No, NFC,
championship
yeah.
game or
No, it wasn't a championship game. It was the first round.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Wild card, yeah. Divisional round, yeah. Divisional round, I think. Yeah.
It was basically his first biggest catch he ever made.
Yeah, that was the biggest catch he ever
Playing.
made for the Niners.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
I'm just saying some of the receivers that they put on high pedestals now is the reason why the older ones should get in the Hall of Fame way before them, because they had to
Yeah.
deal with way more than what these newer ones have to. You
Right.
can't touch a receiver now. You can't,
What about receivers like Drew Pearson and Steve Larger? Them dudes was
ooh,
nice. Them dudes had nice hands too.
yeah,
Lynn Swan.
Lynn
Dudes had
yeah.
nice
Swan,
hands.
Star
They
Wars.
in
Star
they in
Wars.
the, they in the Hall of Fame too. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They got
Yeah. Even
there.
Tim Brown.
Uh,
Tim Brown had hands.
Tim Brown, absolutely.
yeah,
But you know
yeah.
what? Somebody in the comment section made a comment, and I absolutely agree that Larry Fitzgerald is one of the greatest.
Oh yeah,
Oh
he's
yeah.
going. He's going
Yeah,
first.
he got
I
a
think
first
he's
ballot.
going
Yeah,
first.
first ballot.
First ballot. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
for sure.
he stayed with one team, win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He wasn't going
Yeah.
nowhere.
He
And
had hands for sure.
he had the winning catch in the Super Bowl until Pittsburgh had the second winning catch of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Um,
Good
but
looking out,
he
Bo Woodson.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, see, that's why I said, Goob, I couldn't really give you that answer
right,
because there's so many, but those was the
right.
two that I would go to. But,
I
you
was
know,
just going through positions.
yeah,
That's all.
because there was a lot of good receivers, bro, in different eras. To be honest with you, and y'all might not
Right.
agree, but I feel like as we get older, the receivers have gotten better. And that's not to say they
Yeah.
didn't have good receivers
Yeah.
back in the day, but
Yeah. Yeah.
these they wasn't catching the ball with one hand like that back then, and they didn't have the speed these guys got now. That's what made
No.
Rice and Tim Brown so good, because that seemed like that's the era where the speed really became a factor.
Started. Yeah, became a factor. So
Mm-hmm.
let's go here then. What about running backs? Who would you put in their top?
I'ma always put Walter Payton as number one. I don't care what nobody say about Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, or nobody else.
Walter
Walter
Payton.
Payton can always be my number one.
Yeah. Did you feel bad
Walter
how
Payton.
how Ditka did him in the Super Bowl? Because that was some cold shit, and people didn't
Yeah, he
realize
fucked him up. Yeah, he fucked him up. Yeah, that was fucked
Mhm.
up.
Mhm.
until
That was
after
fucked
the
up the way
Super
he did
Bowl.
that.
Earl
But
Campbell
you
was
know,
a beast.
all those coaches with those egos, man, they always fuck off the good players, bro. Because they get their
Yeah.
ego getting away.
Adrian Peterson would have probably been the best running back ever, but his career just really tanked, man, because
Yeah.
he's getting
But Damien,
older and he's not on the field with a consistent team. Jim Brown probably retired the best running back ever.
Yeah. And too early
That's what I
for
mean.
us.
He had
I'm a
plenty of
sin.
time. He
He would
could
have
have
been a
played
Yeah.
a
great
lot more.
receiver. Running back if he could have won some Super Bowls. But he was
Yeah,
always hurt in the playoffs.
yeah.
Who?
He'd
Who
kill you
was
all
that?
year, but when the playoffs come and they go up against Damon Thomason,
Oh, okay.
every time the playoffs come, he's on the sideline.
Yeah. Oh,
Every time.
yeah.
Right.
Eric
He's
Dickerson was
always
tough.
hurt. Yeah, Dickerson was tough. I like Dickerson.
I
Roger
think
Craig.
yeah. I think
Those.
Bo Jackson would have been.
Oh, Bo was
It,
awesome too.
I
Bo was
mean, if he did,
Bo was my favorite.
yeah, if
But
he didn't mess up his hip, man, he could have did way more. But
My
who's
favorite
to
running
say?
back was Tony Dorsett, though, to tell you the truth.
yeah, I loved Dorsett when I was young, coming up out of
Yeah,
Pittsburgh, number 33
Yeah.
for the
yeah.
Cowboys.
Tony Dorsett, man, he was beast. He was decent.
Yeah, he was beasting. I mentioned him in my book, man. My uncle turned me and my brother on to him when he was at Pittsburgh.
Right. Yeah.
But there's a lot though, Goob. There's a whole lot of good running backs too, man. So you
Right.
got to
Right.
realize too, At our age, of course, we seen some of the greats, but there was a few greats before our time as well. So we done seen a lot. We done seen a
Right.
whole lot. We seen basically the whole Super Bowl era for the
Of
most
Right.
part.
of of running backs. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
Yep.
saying?
You seen
But
Walter
we
Payton
don't,
running.
but
Yeah.
nobody, really says how good Gale Sayers
yeah,
was because we didn't get to see him on TV.
right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You only hear about his statistics on the field and whatnot. But had he been in the TV era, a person would be able to say something.
Yeah, Marshall Falk was nice. There's just a lot. There's a whole
Yeah,
lot.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just same like safeties. I mean, you can name 20, 30, 40 safeties.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, but
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
My
always
boy.
say Ronnie Lott because
yeah.
but
Lot was
besides
hard.
Lott, I'm gonna say Kenny Easley from the Seattle Seahawks was probably one of the hardest hitting safes. Him and Atwater.
See if
Atwater,
yeah,
Lynch.
Atwater was the hard
I
to me.
always throw Lynch in there because people
Oh
go to
yeah,
black players. Lynch was hard.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, Lynch was
Lynch was
hard.
hitting, and then I go to Palomalu. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
man,
Palomalo was a beast, man.
you know what I'm saying? He
Man,
was the
every
first
Palomino
one
was
to
a
go over
safety slash
line.
linebacker. He was a
every
Yeah,
safety slash linebacker.
yeah, every team needs a Palomalo, man.
And a Brian Dawkins.
Yeah, Brian Dawkins was hard too.
yeah, yeah. Do you think as flashy as Dion was? Dion wasn't. Dion was a hell of a cover corner.
Watch him
But
out
if you
now.
if you if
He
you
wasn't.
thought he was going if you thought he was going to tackle
Oh
somebody,
no, tackle was his
you,
weak spot.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
his weak spot. Of he was the a good ass corner, but if it came to Imano, and I got a tackle, yeah, he was gonna move
I,
out the way. You know what I'm saying?
I would give it to. I think probably Charles Woodson was probably the top all around
Cover,
cornerback because he had
The
hit you,
Raiders, the
cover
Raiders.
yeah,
you with the Raiders, and he could pick your ass.
No,
You
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
he was one of the best for sure, coming up out
Yeah.
of Michigan. See, when you
Mhm.
start talking about them type of players, and I could tell you what school they went to, I watched them in college and the NFL. So,
Yeah.
Right, right.
but I agree
Mhm.
with that. Let me say this. Damn, I forgot. I got that Biden shit going on. Go ahead, y'all can finish because I forgot
That's
what I
a
was
that's
gonna
a
say.
that's an old age and Biden connected into
Yeah.
it, young man. Don't trip.
The
We all
cornerbacks, man.
good.
See, like
Uh,
Darryl Green. A lot of people don't talk about Darryl Green,
Nah,
but he wasn't no
no,
hitter though.
that was the most locked
no,
down corner. Him and Sean
yeah,
Taylor.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Daryl Green was a beat. He played to his 40s, right, Devil?
Yeah. Yeah. Had speed like a motherfucker over there in Washington.
Speed.
One
Hey,
team. One team.
he
Like
was
20
out
years.
running.
22 years.
He was out running racetrack. I mean,
Yeah.
track stars. He was out
Yeah.
running.
I
So,
just thought about what I was gonna say, Goo, when you brought up Deion Sanders.
all right.
So I'm always looking at it like if I was the coach of Deion Sanders or even the owner, because the owner is the one got to sign the paycheck, Deion would have had a much better career. However, he may have got injured a lot sooner because I was gonna let Deion keep running back punts, and I was gonna let him be a flanker. You know what I'm saying? He gonna play wide receiver a lot more than they had him playing. Because Dion could do all of that.
Right.
Hmm.
He was actually a great punt returner. And they for whatever reasons they stopped letting him return punts like that. But
You,
he was a beast.
you know who I think they
Yeah.
fucked up? Um, they fucked up Cordell Stewart's career, man, by
Absolutely.
allowing him by allowing
Right.
him to go to quarterback. They should have just kept him as slash.
Yeah.
Man, we was doing great when he was slash. When you tried to put him behind that quarter, he wasn't a quarterback. He wanted to
Yeah.
be a quarterback coming out of college. Out of Colorado, he was good. He was all right quarterback, but
Yeah. But a lot.
he was a better all around player as slash
Right.
because he
But
could
you,
do.
well, yeah.
You know,
Yep. That's true. A lot of them type of players, though, they really don't. When they come to the NFL, they really don't flourish because a lot of them teams and coaches don't know how to play those players. You know, what I mean, look at Tyson Hill and And
Yeah.
the quarterbacks, that's a quarterback, but they can be a receiver or a running back. You really don't know where to fit them at. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me throw a name at you two dudes, man. Vi Sikahima.
From
Vaishikaheen,
Hawaii?
Y'all don't remember him?
Did he come from
uh,
Hawaii?
linebacker.
I don't know where he came from, Goob, but he was one of the most exciting punt returners ever. He played for the Eagles.
Vaishikaheen.
Yeah, I remember the name. I thought he came from
Yeah,
Hawaii, if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken, but
Listen,
I might be wrong.
listen. Do y'all remember the dude that used to, when he get in the end zone, he would start socking on the goalpost? How y'all don't remember Vasa Kahima, man? He was exciting, great punt
I,
returner. He
I
was a
remember.
running back too.
He
I,
played for Philly in the 90s.
By probably the 80s, man. Maybe early 90s, but I want to say the
That ain't
late.
sound familiar, though.
that's what I'm saying. I thought he came from Hawaii, his college. I thought he graduated from
I'm telling you,
Hawaii.
I don't know where he came from. He was like a Tongan or
Yeah,
Samoan.
it was Samoan or something like that. He either came from Utah. It was either Utah, Hawaii. Somebody will
Was a
come up
Spain.
with the where or Boston College or something like that. But
Yeah, that
Good looking
name
out,
sound familiar.
BC.
after to show everyone,
Hey man, that
go
dude
what?
was good, man. I just thought I'd throw that out there, man. That's why I said let me throw a name at y'all, because he's not talked about.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
Just like Champ Bailey. A lot of people don't talk about Champ Bailey either.
Bailey was hard, yeah.
I
He was
think he said
decent.
somebody
Cornerback,
said
right?
he went to BYU.
What was Bailey? A cornerback?
Yeah,
Bronco? Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, Bronco.
Somebody know how to spell his name, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So
The,
they know where he
yeah,
came
real
from.
Eagles fan.
So I think
Dante
he
Hall
did
was
There's an Eagles fan right there.
Dante Hall.
he was
Yeah.
great. He was a great punt returner, kick returner too, if I'm not mistaken.
hmm
The best,
Oh,
the best,
what about
the best.
old boy from Cleveland?
Oh yeah. His name slips my
Old boy
mind.
from Cleveland.
He was a beast.
Uh, what's his name? Damn, I can't remember his name. Somebody in the chat, y'all remember old boy from Cleveland? Damn, he was a bomb man. And old boy from Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago too. Eric
Well,
Metcalf.
Eric Metcalf, that dude.
Metcalf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Metcalf. Yeah.
But
Nobody in the chat got it right. Oh,
you
there
know
go
who shook
D-Dog
up
got
the
it.
punt return was
Devin Hester.
yeah.
Devin Hester.
Devin Hester killed it.
Better not, yeah,
Yeah.
better not kick to him.
Devin, yeah, you bet not kick to him. Shit. Yeah.
Shit, I think in college, them Ishmaels, them Rockets and all them motherfuckers was good too.
Oh yeah. Man. I seen but it was about 3 weeks ago or something. They had the 50th anniversary of the pose. Not 50th anniversary of the pose, but it was the 20th anniversary of the pose by old boy from Michigan.
No, I didn't see it.
That's on ESPN. He does the sports.
Oh, you talking about you
And he
just
did
talking
the
about Woodson. You talking about Woodson.
Rod Woodson when he did the pose. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was a 20th year anniversary of him doing the pose a couple
A lot of
weeks
people
ago.
don't talk about Rod Woodson either, though. He was cool as a corner, and they
Yeah.
moved him over to safety.
Antonio Brown was a serious
I mean,
threat. Yeah,
yeah,
and
Brown.
Tim Brown in college was a killer punt returner. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a few of them that turned to wide receivers that was hell of a punt returners.
Hey, y'all remember when they
No.
start trying to recruit track stars as wide receivers in the NFL?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Renato Diamaya,
Yep.
Willie Galt,
And they couldn't catch at all. They
Yeah,
couldn't catch a.
get
They
wide
couldn't catch a
open,
lick. They
wide
couldn't
open,
catch a
10
lick.
yards.
too fast. Can't even run it past the ball. I think the game is just too soft now, man. They just all these
No,
rules, they just fuck the football game
see,
up, man. They
a,
just
a lot of
It's
them
something
track
like that.
stars had never been hit before. So when you put them on the football field and them DBs is like, oh, you want to be a track star, you want to be a football player. All they got to do is hit them a couple times, and they gonna be like, nah, I don't want to catch that ball. You know what I'm
Lawrence
saying?
Taylor made it bad for them dudes, man. Lawrence Taylor and all them, Jack Ham and Lambert and them made it bad for them dudes, man.
Yeah, you're right. Desmond Howard was a cold beast on them on that
Yeah, he
kick
was.
returns.
He was,
Yeah,
absolutely. And you know what
yeah,
I like about Desmond Howard? He really know football, man. He don't just get up
Yeah,
up there and say anything.
right,
He really know football, man. I would like
yeah,
to
it
see
be
him get a
intelligent.
coaching job.
Mm-hmm.
right, right.
Oh, James Jett was fire. I agree. Jett was fire. I
That's who I'm
agree.
talking. That's who I'm talking about. That did the pose, Desmond Howard. He on the
Yeah,
CBS. I mean, ESPN thing. It was a
yeah.
20-year
I didn't,
anniversary for him.
yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who would y'all would say was the top three NFL coaches of all time in any
I,
era?
I like Jimmy Johnson for sure. That would be one of mine. I,
Cowboys.
to be honest with you, now times change, so don't laugh at me and don't shit on me. But I thought Tom Landry was a good coach.
Right.
Who else?
See,
What about Eric Coryell? Don Shula?
he changed the game. He changed the football game with that.
Yeah,
You know what
I'll
I'm
have to put
saying?
you at number one.
But nowadays we already know you got to throw Belichick. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
Yeah.
got to throw him in there.
yeah.
So, you
Bill
know.
Walsh was good. Bill Walsh was a good one.
But you know who made the most money off coaching, and even after he coached, was Madden.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Madden didn't do a whole lot as far as Super Bowl wise, but after the game, oh
Mm-hmm.
man, Madden changed the game as far as sports video games and shit like that. As far as the
Let, let me tell
you know,
y'all why I don't talk about John Madden other than the video game. I love the video game. And he knows football. You can't take that away from Madden. I personally don't talk about Madden because I was having a little money and I was gambling, so I bought me a satellite. This is before they had an NFL package. Wasn't no such thing as an NFL package. So if you guys are old enough or you know anything about satellites back then, you get you get buku amount of stations back then, right? It was better than Dish Network. It's better than the other one that they got, Direct TV. So you would get uncut stuff. You would get the uncut raw stuff. So the Raiders was having a game at the LA Coliseum. So this is during the era the Raiders were in LA. And I turned the satellite on before the game, right? And they filming, they showing like King Boulevard. I don't know if it was Santa Monica or not. No, it was King Boulevard. So they showing King Boulevard, they showing like Figueroa, and they showing Vermont, maybe Hoover or something like that. And John Madden was talking, and John Madden was like, "Yeah, this the ghetto. Look at the billboard. Ain't nothing but bullet holes in there." And I'm looking like, why would he say that? I didn't see no bullet holes, and you know what I'm saying? Just stereotype in the community, man. I didn't like that shit.
oh, okay,
Yeah, I didn't like that, man. Even though he do a lot for blacks with all these video games and these
right,
shows and stuff, it just showed me the real John Madden, man.
right.
Talking about you get mugged walking down that street and all that shit. First of all,
It, it don't even know the area.
yeah, first of all, our people so called a white boy get a pass all day, every day.
Right, right.
It's the nigger that we gonna get, you know.
Hmm.
So I didn't really like that. He painted a bad picture for black people to me doing
And
that.
when you say that, Kev, that's the same thing. Like me being out here in AZ, right? I ain't around whole bunch of black folks, right? But when I do see a brother in the fucking store, I'm looking at him like, "Hey, what's up, homie?" The nigga is looking at me like I got, you know what I'm saying? Like I got shit, like for real. And I be thinking in my head, like, okay, but of all these crackers that's around us, get on your ass, you'll be looking at me with a little more respect than you looking at me by me just saying, "What's up, homie?" You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't understand that shit, how it goes nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So you had that same thinking as black folks when you move to a white area that you can't fuck with another nigga.
Right.
Don't make any sense to me. Where you at, Big Dev?
Shit, I'm on the way to the crib, man. I just got off work.
Oh, okay. Thought you was on lunch break or something, but I hear you rolling,
I just got off shit,
walking in the
man.
car.
Feet hurt, tired, shit. Finna eat the rest of this goddamn seafood boil.
Right.
Shit. Watch some highlights. See, Dallas opened up a can of whoop ass on
Oh yeah,
Washington, man. They done
that
played
was to be
around.
Oh
to be
yeah.
expected. That's why that was
God
one of
damn.
my picks in the membership thing, man. 2-0 today on the straight bets. Rams and the Cowboys. With the point spread, giving up the points. Look, y'all remember Mark Gastineau, New York Jets?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
99. He was a
Yeah.
bust.
99. He was a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a beast. Hey, so they want to know
Yeah.
y'all's best defensive teams, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. The all-time best NFL defenses. Who you give them to?
Uh,
Pittsburgh, Steel Curtain.
Still Curtin.
I'm gonna have to say the Ravens, Baltimore Ravens.
They
It
had a
was,
hell of a defense, didn't they?
yeah. I'm gonna give it to the Ravens.
But we grew up on
The
that.
2000 Ravens.
But see, when I was growing up, like you mentioned Tony Dorsett, you had the Doomsday defense, you had the Orange Crush, and you
Purple People
always,
Eaters.
like Goob said, you always have to throw the Steel Curtain in there.
What about
But
the Purple People Eaters?
Purple People Eaters, the Vikings, absolutely.
Yeah.
They had
I
some
didn't want
good
to say I didn't want to say my 1988
85
Niner
there.
88 Niner defense or my 94 Niner defense. I don't want to be biased, but that Ravens defense was, man.
Ravens defense
They
was a shit. But we
my
can never
God.
forget the 85 Bears is going
85
down in
Bears,
history.
yeah, them too.
Miami Dolphins
Yeah.
72 was one to be talked about, but we didn't get to witness that. I was 4
Right.
years old in 72.
I wasn't even born yet. So.
Yeah.
See, I was going off names, because I can't just say the Steel Curtain. I'm going off names
What year?
off teams. What you mean? The years that we won a
What,
championship from 72 to 70, 74 to 75.
oh, okay.
That was all the Steel Curtain, right? Everybody had
Mm-hmm.
their years. The Purple People Eater had their years. You know what I'm saying? Then you had
Yeah.
um, the 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 Bears defense. They had their years, which was 84, 85. So you have
I'm
so
gonna,
many
I'm gonna,
defenses that was consistent in different years.
I'm gonna tell you like three defenses that people sleep on that they really never heard of because they didn't win no Super Bowl. Was that
Shit, Tampa Bay.
92? Now look, that 92, 93 Oilers defense with Buddy Ryan over there. That 1991 Eagles defense and that 1991 Saints defense over there. Man, them dudes had defense over there.
Don't forget the New York Giants,
Oh, the
LT.
Giants, yeah, the 85, 86 Giants.
You
Yeah,
can't knock out. You can't knock away Tampa Bay's defense either. What
No.
was
oh,
that?
when they won
In
the Super Bowl,
yeah, 90.
2002?
Yeah,
No,
when
that was
them they
2002.
said, yeah, it was in 2000. I
2002,
believe.
yeah, when they won the Super
Right.
Bowl, yeah. Yeah, they had
Yeah.
defense too.
Man, them Giants was causing havoc though, boy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
They stopped us from getting our three-peat, man. Craig fumbled, man.
Man, they stopped me from getting my first humongous win, man, when I thought Elway and the Broncos was the shit. And, man, LT and them took them down.
But you know who had a cold defense? They just when they got to the championship, they just couldn't live up to it. Was Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo had a hell of a defense until they
Yeah.
got to the main game. and
Yeah.
they just couldn't hold nobody once
Tally and
they
all
got
them
to the.
dudes.
Well, you got to remember, Goob, they field goal kicker messed them up a couple of times.
True that. True.
Yeah. Yeah. They had the Super Bowl. He missed it. The
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giants.
Wide left 1 year, wide right
And with the
1 year.
Cowboys.
Right. Right.
Bruce Smith was one of the best. But when you talk about good defensive players, we can't forget all them dudes on the Chiefs. Neil
Oh,
Smith,
Daryl
Derek
Thomas.
Brooks,
Derek
Mm.
Thomas.
Derek Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brooks was on Tampa Bay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
But
see,
I'm gonna
like
go,
that.
y'all. Go.
All right. No,
All
I was
right.
just gonna say it was just a difference in years. That's where we get off. Decades is decades. The '80s was different from the '90s. '90s different from 2000,
Oh yeah,
and
Reggie
so
White.
on. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We got
Hey,
picking for the Super Bowl.
Oh, we did that already.
Oh,
I
okay.
I said KC and
yeah.
Tampa Bay, but you
And
said
I
Packers.
and and I'm
Yeah.
biased, so I'm saying Pittsburgh and
No, no,
Man,
stop
Steelers
go
it.
on the
Pittsburgh.
NFC. So
Stop it.
Be real.
I'm
Let's talk
just I'm
real life.
just that's real life. I
Because
believe
I would say
Pittsburgh
the
Steelers.
Niners, but I know the Niners ain't going no motherfucker where with that quarterback back there.
I
Well,
say the Pittsburgh Steelers. If we get in the playoffs, we go into the Super Bowl. Period.
two
Point blank.
2 weeks ago, I thought the Patriots would go to the Super Bowl, but the Chiefs to heat it up. Chiefs on fire right now.
Yeah. They did that shit on purpose too, I think. I
Ain't
think they
no
did that shit
telling
on
because they
purpose.
look way better than they was looking
Way
before.
better. Something happened. They the Spygate. They got to investigate the Chiefs. They was looking like shit. And the Chargers
Said-
over. The Chargers need to be
he
investigated
said,
too. Something going on over there in LA.
Man, you
Investigate
see
the
how them
Chargers.
Chargers playing, man.
Man,
Herbert 2 weeks in a row. Man.
what's going on over there? You
yeah.
know.
All right, I'll
All
see
right.
y'all, man. I'll see
All
y'all
All
right,
later.
right.
yeah.
All
All
right,
right,
take it easy.
Kev.
All
All
right,
right, Big
thanks for
Dev.
coming on. All right, y'all.
All right.
Hey, good looking out. Super chats. Appreciate y'all. I'm thinking about if I should give y'all some picks tomorrow or a pick tomorrow. I'll sleep on it and think about it. I want to give more people time to sign up, but I want to make sure the people that signed up already gets their money's worth. And as you can see, everybody seems to be happy with it so far because we're 4-0 on straight bets, undefeated on money line straight bets. 2-team parlay hit already on college basketball. Today got the first two losers today on the teaser, the Chargers lost, and on the parlay with the money line, the Seattle Seahawks blew the game, lost by 1 point. Other than that, straight bets are on fire, no losses. Everybody's getting money, paid for your Christmas gifts, paid for your membership. Continue to get money, y'all. For those that don't believe, sign up. Always counsel and opt out. Peace.